Fala galera, beleza? Aqui quem fala com vocês é o Jefferson. Galera, é o seguinte, estamos aqui hoje para trazer mais um vídeo no canal Viteir Gamer. Galera, lembrando a vocês que aqui é a continuação de Greedfall, um jogo de RPG muito parecido com The Witcher. Galera, nós estamos com nossas redes sociais já ativas, então esperamos que você chegue lá, dê aquela força. Nós estamos no Instagram com Jefferson FS, pode chegar lá que vocês vão achar a gente. Ou você vai no Facebook e olha, Jefferson Freitas, tá lá também, galera. Chega lá, dá aquela moral. E aqui no YouTube é o canal Viteir Gamer. E vamos para mais um vídeo.
He's a captain, Kurt.
Pronto, galera, vamos lá.
And in order to interrogate
Estamos
this
aqui,
smuggler,
né?
we'll need
A
to find a way
continuação.
into his jet.
Temos que procurar o primo dele. Vamos lá, galera. Deixa eu ver. Estou um pouco perdido aqui na cidade, mas vamos lá. Deixa eu dar uma medida. Acho que é pra aqui. Vamos lá. Vamos falar com esse cara aqui, galera.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry, we'll find him in time
Eu
for
tentei
departure.
aumentar, galera, as
certainly hope
letras aqui da
Would you be in need of my
dessas
help in any way?
cutscenes, dos diálogos, mas eu não consegui, entendeu? É tamanho padrão. E lembrando que esse jogo
What
aqui
will
é um
be your
jogo muito
official
de
title
diálogo.
on Tier 4D?
Tem muita
Or are you just here
conversa.
to
E
keep
quanto
an
mais
eye
você
on
conversa,
us?
mais desbloqueia as
Now,
outras
don't be
coisas.
ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official
Galera, se tá uma zoadinha
advisor.
assim é
Nothing
o
more.
ventilador, porque tá muito
But
quente
His
aqui em
Highness has also
Salvador.
asked me to
Então eu
report to
tenho que
him
trabalhar
on
com o
certain
ventilador. Mas eu
strategic
espero que vocês
observations.
gostem desse
I am
vídeo.
therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources.
Lembrando, galera, que nós
Also
estamos tentando
obtain as
sair
much knowledge as
daqui da nossa
possible
terra para ir
concerning the more
visitar outras
dangerous
terras.
creatures of the island. Your
Para
help
poder
will
fazer
be
amizade. Temos que achar
extremely
uma cura para
valuable
nossa
to me.
mãe, que ela tá doente.
I've no longer the legs of an
Mas vamos lá.
adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Vamos lá. Pô, esse jogo aqui é meio travadão, sabe, galera? Ele é mundo aberto, mas é limitado. Eu gostaria de passar por cima de corda, de tudo. Não ficar limitado. Tem lugar que nós forçamos ele a passar e ele não vai. Pronto, achamos aqui um lugar para poder entrar. Vamos lá. É o garoto que eles falaram que eu tinha que achar aqui, ó, tá vendo? Deixa eu olhar aqui, loot. Vocês sabem que eu sou Zé Lutinho. Vamos lá.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
Conquistas
That's
aqui.
right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes.
É só menina
Your captain
falando.
asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Vamos escolher essa alternativa aqui.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern.
A voz já tinha
Jonas,
menina.
Lauro and myself.
Tudo estranho.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled.
Essa gameplay é
Like
dublada
he
em
was somewhere
PT-BR,
else.
viu, galera?
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
Pronto,
Jonas has a
aqui,
good heart and he steers
em
silêncio of
silêncio pra
trouble
poder
and
entender o que eles estão
troublemakers.
conversando, viu,
I don't know
galera?
where to start with this.
Mas eu tô aqui.
Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother.
Quero que chegue logo a ação,
But to be
galera, porque
honest,
esse negócio de
he
muita
drinks a little
conversaria
more than he should.
dá um sono
The itch
retado,
for a
eu quero
drink gets
ação.
us all. but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Então, vamos lá, vamos tentar agora achar aqui no mapa, porque eu fico um pouco perdido, sabe, galera? Quando eu não tô muito acostumado com o mapa, eu fico perdido. E eu tô achando que esse mapa aqui vai ser bem breve. Vamos falar com esse cara.
Good day,
aqui,
sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Pra você que tá vendo no celular, as letras vão ser bem pequenas mesmo. Vai ser horrível pra entender.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How
Mas se
would
você
I
botar pra
know?
passar pela televisão, você vai
Jonas
entender o
is
que
a
eles estão
gentle
conversando.
boy who
Porque a
keeps
letra
his
vai
head
ficar maior.
down. You think my story is nothing but
Eu
mess
tentei
too,
mesmo,
don't you?
galera,
It's just
aumentar a
that I can't
letra, nada.
imagine a
Até aqui
gang
na
of thugs
edição,
hoping to get a ransom for a cabin
não
boy.
tô conseguindo.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were, and I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Oi, liberamos
What do you
mais
think
coisa
about
ali,
Captain
tá
Vasco?
percebendo,
He's
galera?
a just man who knows his
As
knots.
conversas
He's
fazem
well
que eles
appreciated by the
liberem.
crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Deu uma travadinha, apareceu um loading ali na parte direita inferior, mas vamos embora. Vamos lá, agora atrás do cara. Por aqui em cima. É o que eu falei, ó, a cidade fica... Não podia pular essa corda aqui. Olha aí, não dá nem pra passar. Rapaz, é travadão. Como é que é mundo aberto e é travadão? Tinha que deixar explorar o que quisesse. Opa, roubar um minutinho aqui. Você sabe que eu só tinha. Aquele lugar de facções.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. we might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Isso aí eles pegaram, é muito dura a batalha dele. Deveria ser mais solta, que nem The Witch. Equipe. Vamos lá.
If you wore a Nork uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them,
O
they might
objetivo
let
mesmo
us
aqui
in,
não tá mostrando.
unless we just offered them a drink.
Olha, foi pra rua.
These
Cadê
sailors rarely refuse one.
I see
alterar
where
o
this is
comando de bordo?
If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Vocês estão vendo alguma coisa aí, galera? Se vocês souberem onde é, me digam aí, vá nos comentários. A gente já passou por aqui.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me
A
hearties.
tatuagem deles é invocada, você já
It's
viu?
clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify them. They need all the time they can get.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
The traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Ptolemy so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Ptolemy after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teer, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of, the Eden of Saint
É a
Mateus.
mesma cara daquele cara que fazia a porção lá da carroça que a gente pegou ele.
Teer is without any doubt the land that our Saint Mateus and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Mateus to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I don't have the heart to deliver you to the Inquisition, but I cannot do much else to help you. Your smuggler is locked up. Maybe there are others in his band that can help you. Be careful and discreet, and you will survive.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a just man. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
Vamos achar logo esse cara que a gente tem que achar. Agora eu não sei onde é que fica, cara. De onde que eu tô tentando aqui? Não tem como ver. Tudo.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender
Saída, mas
heart.
não tem a gente achar. Vai levar pra porta aí. Vou dar uma luteada, tem 2 baús aqui. Depois em off eu vou equipar ele, porque tem que trocar sempre esses equipes. Ele já tá no nível 3, tem que pegar a equipe do nível 3. Não tem nada pra fazer, só dá no mesmo lugar. Que droga. Será que tá esse papel? Olha, tá no mesmo lugar. Voltamos para estacar 0 novamente.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it. Move out. Quick steps.
Pensei que tá ouvindo uma briga, né? Tá ouvindo alguém gritando, pensei que tá tendo briga. Puxa, será que é algum desses livros? Nada, cara. Tô olhando tudo aqui, nada. De novo isso. Só mostra as entradas e as saídas. Como se a missão tivesse bugado. Nada, bem. Não sei. Ah, tá voltando. Averiguando tudo direitinho, mas nada, estão percebendo? Nada. Ainda estou voltando em cada canto para poder ver se eu deixei alguma coisa para trás, mas nada. Uma adiantadinha aqui para poder não ficar mostrando as mesmas coisas toda hora, mas não consegui não, viu, galera? Consegui não. Ouro aqui. Vamos ver onde é que a gente tem que ir. Aqui a gente tem que ir lá em cima. Eu fico meio perdido, galera, nessa cidade aqui, porque jogo novo é assim mesmo. Depois a gente vai se acostumando. Mas ele tá quase saindo da cidade também. Ele vai pra outra. Vamos lá. Falar com algum falcatrua aqui agora.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir Desade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Good day, Excellency. Sir Desade, to what do I owe the
Sir Desade.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance.
How is Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island.
Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Vamos ver aqui.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir Desade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Ficou faltando alguma coisa de diálogo. Vamos lá.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Cheguei agora aqui. Tudo bom?
How could that possibly have
Tô 40
happened?
minutos conversando com você, mas você não lembra mais de mim.
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The Bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Olha lá, ó. Deu certo, hein? Liberei duas coisas. Pronto, vamos embora. Conversamos com esse... Deixa eu ver aqui.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Ah, vamos embora. Não tem nada nem pra lutear aqui, pra ele ficar aí. I'm sorry, que...
Greetings, Your
Uma fogueira
Excellency.
humana. Aí são os corpos de quem tava com a peste. Pra não se propagar mais as doenças, aí tem que queimar as pessoas infectadas.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
A moça veio pra junto, né? Sai daí, sua gaiata.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
Chegamos no teco do mané. Não? Ó, aqui é o ferreiro do João. Olha o mendigo do José ali, ó. A portinha
Tavern keeper, I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Vamos conversar.
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A naught, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Ainda tem coisa para falar com
I'm
ele
looking for my
ainda.
cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Provavelmente vocês estão assistindo esse
A
vídeo
brawl
aqui.
broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no
Eu
one's
tenho
paid
mais
for the
vídeos pra
damages.
sair no
I'm
canal,
sorry.
porque eu já joguei muito,
Amongst the
galera.
rebel
Muito,
rousers,
tô
did there
bem
happen to be a
na frente.
young man? 20 years of age, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Vamos lá, vamos lá. Vamos atrás de pistas. Vamos ver aqui no mapa onde é. Aqui é o lugar de aprimorar a arma, né? O anelzinho bom, ó. Esse anel aqui é bacana. Se eu tirar esse anel dele, ele fica sem magia, sabe, né, galera? Então, se eu continuar com esse anel.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell.
I've played with the three of them.
Parecendo zumbi, cara.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. Needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Toleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But
vamos agora à segunda pista, né? Opa, dinheiro é sempre bem-vindo. Toda vez que tiver dinheiro é sempre bem-vindo. Vamos correr, vamos correr, vamos correr. A gente vai naquele lugar errado, tudo, né? Tô dizendo. Não passa, tá vendo, galera? É isso que eu fico retado. Por que tem um cara descer ali e subir? Ah, por favor. Passa uma garapa. Vai, ó. Passar pelo bequinho aqui no terror. Se não tiver uma briga por aqui. Volta próximo. Vou virar a esquerda aqui.
Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
that vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above. It sounds as if he's locked up. And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money. What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy.
Vamos lá, vamos libertar esse vacilão. Lembrando, galera, se você tá gostando do vídeo, deixa seu like, compartilha. E tamo junto, galerinha. Não se esqueça de se inscrever. Lembrando a vocês, galera, que dia 15 de fevereiro vamos estar sorteando Drift Card, mas para quem estiver participando da live e quem for inscrito do canal. Quem for inscrito do canal vai receber essa promoçãozinha aí, vai ganhar esse presente, galera. Vamos tentar como é que arruma aqui esse lugar. Isso aí, Drift Card. 3 Drift Card, galera, vai ser sorteado em live. Então você que faz parte do canal, não se esqueça. Dia 15 iremos fazer um sorteio online. Você que faz parte do canal, você vai na hora. Se você joga Free Fire, você vai logo botar seu vídeo. Se você joga Fortnite, vai ganhar já a sua skin, sua dancinha. Se você joga Brawl Stars, você vai poder colocar gema. Então, galera, vamos lá. bloquear a porta, vai. Que tumulto. Vamos subir a porta aqui. Na volta. Sair. Vai isso.
To my house! And death to the others! Running out of energy, drink a potion! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded! Run away! Things are about to get dicey!
Dale, dale, dale. E tem mulher nessa galera aí também, ó. A rebelião. Vamos lutear. Porque o primo vacilão tá lá em cima. Se quiser, porra, porra. Pega tudo, pega o quadrado, não vou escolher não. Depois eu vendo na feirinha ali pra fazer dinheiro. Não, vamos entrar e deve ter mais inimigo aí pro pau comer. Isso, papai. Vamos sarar nossas feridas e vamos lá. Vai ver complicado. Cadê o otário? Tá lá em cima, né? Deve estar com ele. Agora baixadinho pra poder não cair em armadilha. Muito dinheiro, sempre bom. Sempre bom, papai. Olha aqui que baúzão. Vamos.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress! Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning. Have you ever seen him happy about
Constantine
anything
sou
when it comes
eu. Eu dava pau nessa picola da rapimento aí.
I know that. He wanted you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have
Agora a
already
gente tem que achar a roupa dele. Onde é que tá a roupa desse pilantra?
What a shame! I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Galerinha, se você gostou desse vídeo, deixa o seu like, compartilha, chama seus amigos, que dia 15 vai ter sorteio. E esse canal agradece muito a vocês que estão aí assistindo.